live, local, topical, and relevant. Let's get right to our guest. Her name is Connie Snow. She is with Conserve Henry. And I got some video sent to me. I wanted to get someone on the phone. Connie, what's going on in Stockbridge, my sister?
First of all, thank you for having me on your show. I really do appreciate it. As for what's going on in Stockbridge, there's a lot going on right now. As you're aware, we do have an amphitheater. It's the Stockbridge Amphitheater, and it's an amphitheater that is funded by taxpayer dollars. So we have some concerns with it as it's with the amphitheater itself. Given it's tax funded, the majority of the free tickets that are given out go to the council members, who then give them out to like some elected county officials and some of their friends, but nothing's really going back to the community. And then additionally, we know that the Stockbridge Amphitheater is struggling financially. So, for example,
let me ask you a question, Connie. If it's struggling financially, why are they even doing free tickets?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay. Right.
We really think they should be for sale. And if they are going to be free, why not go to like the citizens or like our police department, our firefighters,
right,
the people that really work for our community, not to the elected officials. I get that they could take a couple here and there, but like they take the mass of them. So some things that we've noticed, let me give you a little background. First of all, the amphitheater was built, and there was a lot of people in opposition about it back when it was first built in 2020 during COVID, because it was being built so very close to homes. And when I talk about homes, I'm talking about homes that are filled, it's like an older community. So a lot of senior citizens, veterans, and some families. So think about having a baby or having PTSD as a veteran, and you're living next to an amphitheater with major noise every day, and what that could do to you mentally, right?
Right, or just keeping you up at night.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really a poorly placed amphitheater. And then the other thing that's a big problem for me that I've learned over time through researching everything I've researched on the amphitheater is, like, for example, there was a citizen that stood up against the amphitheater who was very vocal about it because his house is literally next door to it. And they have him falsely arrested. Now, he wasn't tried, but he was falsely arrested. It made it on the news, and he later got a civil suit. So that tells you something's going on, right?
Right. What about – go ahead. No, you go ahead.
And then let's talk about the budget of the amphitheater, right? It's over budget as of 2024. I think it's like $6 million.
Over budget.
Over budget. That's why they had to rebrand it or rename it with ViStar to get some money in. But even with what ViStar is paying, ViStar is only paying like, I think it's $300,000 a year with like a 3% escalator every year. But yet the city of Stockbridge has to pay for the new signage, the branding, and ViStar gets free tickets. So again, that comes out of taxpayers.
Right.
Pockets,
now, who is
right?
ViStar? Are they a company in Stockbridge? What do they do?
So they're a bank, and I know they do have a Stockbridge location, but I don't know a lot about them to speak on them. It's
Understood.
something that's has piqued my interest. I'm definitely looking into it further. But at the end of the day, it looks like we're paying ViStar more than what they're paying us.
Right, exactly.
And a good example I can give to you is, again, we're over budget, right? So last year we had a concert scheduled. It was canceled due to rain delay, and it was later brought to light through a city council meeting that there was no clause in the contract to protect the city and the taxpayers from having to absorb any cost. An act of God was to cancel a show. So meaning we still had to pay for, I don't live in the city of Stockbridge. I live in the county of Henry County.
Understood.
But I'm 10 minutes from Stockbridge. I want to make that very clear because there is a certain city council member who I'm not going to name that makes it a point every time I speak up that tells me that since I live on county land and not in the city, I don't have a voice and I don't have rights.
That doesn't make sense because it's in the same county. Eventually, the county is going to be impacted by anything a
Correct.
city is short. So that doesn't make
Correct.
sense.
It doesn't. And I'm not the only one that's going through this, right? I'm speaking collectively for a voice.
Connie, we got the gist of the story. I got to let you go because we got to go to a break. But tell people how they can find out more at Conserve Henry.
Just so you know, you can find us on Facebook at Conserve Henry. We have a TikTok. We were formed in 2023 to oppose the land use map that changed our county severely and negatively impact us for the benefit of the developers that helped build that amphitheater. So please follow us.
Conserve Henry on Facebook. Thank you, Connie Snow. God bless you. Keep up the good work. We'll be right back. The Shelley Winter Show.